Hello YouTubers, my name is JetFactor, and this is the worst pilot in North America reporting in for duty, playing some CTE Classic Mode. I'm going to explain what that is, because that's going to be coming to vanilla, potentially with one little tweak that we're going to talk about, but I'm going to be flying around, and usually I get killed by my own demise. A tree, a light pole, a building, you know, things that never move, that's usually what kills me. But today I get a little bit lucky, and this is a change that I've already made. I switched to JDAMs after this round, and I had a lot of fun with those bad boys, including killing 2 different bomb setters while playing Obliteration. That was a pretty good feeling and a clutch moment, because it's really hard to help out other than vehicles when you're in the attack jet. So this is a nice little run that I had, playing some Obliteration on one of the Naval Strike maps and trying to keep the air down so my team can dominate the ground. The worst thing in the world is something that we used to call air rape in Battlefield 3, where the jets were the powerful thing in the server, and if they had a good jet, that means they could dominate probably both your jets, and their helicopter could be free. Now, that's the AC-130. My question is this. Is this a tweak they made in CTE? Because that's not even a full strafe on the AC-130. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the AC-130, and I've been double and triple strafed by attack jets or stealth jets and still been alive. I highly doubt the pilots were that bad. So let's talk about Classic Mode, the differences. Number one, you're going to notice my health is not going to regen. This is going back to my competitive roots in Battlefield 3, where we run a modified Classic Mode. There is no auto regen on health or vehicles. So if your vehicle gets banged up, you can't just run and retreat behind your carrier like I'm trying to do right now. Hopefully, the carrier AA picks this guy off and makes him turn around. I'm trying to buy myself time. You have to get out and repair. Well, you're not going to be able to do that in a jet unless you can land in the field. Of course, a Little Bird can still do the double reps, and of course, the attack chopper still has to land as well. So it kind of favors the Little Bird in this mode. So there is no auto regen. There also is no auto regen of your health. So if you're running the support kit, if you're recon, if you're an engineer, and you stay out of combat for a couple seconds, your health is still not going to regen. And that's a good moment where I could have used the JDAMs, maybe pulled up a little bit earlier, and I can't stress how much fun I had with those JDAMs over the last couple days. Hopefully I'll get some footage up in the next week or 2 weeks featuring those little buggers, because they could be a lot of fun and just make me giggle like a little schoolgirl when I get certain multi-kills with those things. So there is no auto regen. The next thing I love about Classic Mode is there is no 3D spotting, which brings me back to my competitive roots, which is kind of a morph of Classic Mode. There was no health regen, there was friendly fire, and there was no 3D spotting, but you still had the mini-map, so therefore it still pays to spot. Try to alert your teammates of what's going on. The other thing that's different is there is a base 100 health in Classic Mode, which I really like, because you don't have to worry about the sniper that's really bad aim in the back of the map, trying to hit you. He's going pew-pew, missing everything, then finally gets a hold of your pinky toe, and down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. That's really my only knock. On top of, you have to control your recoil and burst fire properly in core or classic mode, because it's a base 100 health. Not to mention in CTE in the fall patch, the damage has been reduced and everything takes an extra bullet at pretty much every single range and every single weapon in the game. A little bit higher skill gap. The longer it takes to kill, the higher the skill gap, the more it rewards quick and precise aim, and of course, those headshots. And there's something you don't see very often, is a little dogfighting going on. Now, here's my knock about Classic Mode, and it has to do with teammates. It is forced squad leader spawn only, which has never worked out in Battlefield on a public setting. In competitive mode, we always played squad spawn is okay. It was never forced squad leader spawn. How many times have you seen where your squad leader was the last guy alive, or somebody in your squad was the last guy alive, and they go sprinting around a corner, don't even have their gun drawn, even though it says last member alive flashing on your screen in big letters? That's going to be part of the team play initiative that they're going to be touching up on, that we will see in CTE in a couple days. But now, instead of being able to rely on up to 4 different people to make good decisions, or not make a bad decision when the time is right, you have one person. And right now, you can't pick a squad leader. That's another thing that they're working on in the CTE team play initiative, is to get rid of a bad squad leader who's maybe not setting waypoints at all, or maybe he's simply not staying alive when he needs to on Classic Mode. I love Classic Mode. I would play it every single day if they got rid of the forced squad leader spawn only. Question is, did you place your bets on what would kill me, even though I've been at 35 health for this entire time? If you guessed a plane, that's probably the first time that's happened in a long time. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon.